guys, Maggie with the Outer Circle, and today I want to show off my Legio Mortis Titan Legion for Epic, so 1 to 256 scale. Needless to say, these are tiny, 6mm scale Space Marines. These particular Space Marines and Flamers of Zench, actually leftovers from my 1990s hobbying. I'll chuck some close-up pictures up now. You'll see when you look at them that they're actually horribly bright colours, very strong highlighting with the tacky goblin green and weird pebbly green flock that was a real big craze in the 90s, and every base had it. Hell, it's amazing that the Marines ended up with just red on their plumes and weren't red all over, considering every other miniature at the time was painted bright red for chaos. Anyway, Epic has made a real comeback in Australia over the last probably year or two, and there's more and more people getting back into it, buying up old miniatures and getting back into playing games of it. It's something that's been kept alive and well by the fans, and although I haven't had a chance to play any real games of it so far, I have tinkered around with the rule set and found it's actually really good. What the players have done, picking up where GW left off, has really done wonders for the system, and it's really well balanced, in my opinion. They've actually retailored it just for the Horus Heresy, so you can actually play Legion armies, Titan Legions, Mechanicum, etc. with Horus Heresy rules, Legion traits, etc. It's really cool what's being done right now in the hobby scene. One of the neighbours' dogs is going off. Anyway, so what I've done here is, the way a Titan Legion works is you can buy a single Warhound, but usually it's a much cheaper option to buy them in pairs points-wise. The pairs are actually cheaper points-wise than a single Warhound Titan. Because they come in pairs, I've painted my Titans in twin schemes. So you'll get 2 Titans, Warhounds with the white stripes, white skulls, another 2 Warhounds with just red stripes accenting them. Being Mortis, I tried to use the same colour palette throughout, and just to really bring to life the different types of Legio Mortis engines. The big key thing for me was making them visually very easy to tell apart. On the pairs, there's different decals on the sides of the torsos, which I'll again showing close up at the end of the video. Whereas the Reavers themselves, since they're lone engines, each one is unique and individual. Some, like this one here, has white and black striping along the shoulder pads and the white skull. Others, like this one here, very plain, mostly blacks all over with just a single red shoulder pad. Of course, when it comes to talking about the Titan Legio, the big thing to mention is the Dies Irae Imperator class Titan. If you're building Legio Mortis, it has to be said that you want one of these bad boys. Now, unfortunately, the model is about 25 years old, so very difficult to come across. I myself managed to find one in America for about 150 Australian on eBay, pretty much mint condition. I bought that thing in a heartbeat because they don't come up very often in good condition. Usually they've been paint stripped and they're just horribly cast. All of the detail is lacking. Once my one arrived, I cut off the arms, cut up the legs, put a new head on it, added the Battle Honours tabard at the bottom here, because unfortunately the old Imperator Titan sculpt is a bit terrible, and also height-wise wasn't much bigger than the Reavers. So instead I've extended mine by about an inch and a half in height, so that it scales correctly to the fluff given scale for the Imperator class Titan. In increasing the scale, I also decided to make new versions of the gun arms, because the existing arms were very small and very 90s in their feel. That is to say, in the 90s things were individually hand sculpted, and because they were hand sculpted, you had flaws in them. The faces all kind of look derpy, they're a bit misshapen, so the big thing with working on models from that time period is if you want to update them and make them fit the feel of what is now, but still pay homage to what was, you've often got to file away those details and add new ones. All the old derpy Aquillas, cut them off with a scalpel, sand them back, replace them with nice new Aquillas, usually off Imperial Guard tanks or Space Marine tanks. Again, you'll see some close-up photos and you'll see what I did with it. Overall, I'm very pleased with how the Titan Legio has turned out and how the epic scene is growing in Australia. And next video I do on epic, I will talk a bit more about the community and maybe even have a battle report of some description for you. As always, thanks for watching the video. Sorry for those of you who wanted another rant about Games Workshop. I can't produce them every day because I'm just not angry enough. These are the type of videos I really like to make, hobby-based videos, talking about my passion projects. If you like it, please feel free to subscribe or even just leave a comment. I don't care if you're using adblock or whatever as well, because I'm not in this to make money. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you all next time.